down there and have a look. It's just a shame there's all scaffolding over that.
Yeah, I know.
Isn't it?
Could have been good to have there.
Yeah. So what's that then? Union Hut. Do you want to have a look in that?
Yeah, Union Hut.
Let's have a look back down here. What's in here then? Tin crisis in Cornwall.
Yeah, this is the Union
Union thing.
Oh yeah, it must have been all mine that unveiled the plaque.
Oh, okay. Right, let's go down and have a look. Alright. Let's go down and have a look then. Alright. It's got all that machinery in there, I think. Right, let's go down. Alright. Mill and Will. Right, Mexico mine, isn't it? So we're just going to the Will and Mexico.
The mill and Mexico.
Will mine. Yeah. Right, you ready? Closes at 4 p.m. Follow the yellow trail.
To the mill.
Okay, we will. It's been washed, don't slip on it. I can feel a draft here. Oh wow, look at this. Neil, I've got this in my hands.
Do you want me to hold it?
No. I think you're going to get more dirt off this rust than you're going to get from anything else. Some different gravel there.
Washing plant.
Come on now. Right then, Neil. Come on. See. Oh wow, look at that down there. We'll come back again. Somehow I don't think Secret Squirrel's been here.
No.
All his goons. So yeah.
Yeah.
That sounds like a bout going. Sounds like a bout going.
Yeah.
It's very similar to brickworks.
It is, isn't it?
Yeah. We had conveyor belts like this.
Yeah.
That's obviously a walkway up there.
Yeah.
Major separation. I don't mind, I'll keep going. Alright? We can so switch it off. Come on, let's go. Fancy a jig? Yeah. So some here. Look at that. That's really
Casket grinding board.
Look at that, look at the oil in that. All 909 is lifters. Alright, let's have a look at this.
The ball used to be there.
Yeah. Can we go down that bit?
This way.
Yeah, squeezing it.
Yeah, thanks.
Do you nod? Do you nod?
Yeah.
Yeah, not often you get a bit of
No.
serenading while you're urbexing.
Yeah. This will be really good on me.
Yeah. If it comes out alright. If it comes out alright, Neil. This, I think, was shakers. They shaked the gravel.
Gravel out.
See, there's one there doing it down there, look.
Oh yeah.
I knew this would be a good place to come.
Yeah, pick a good one here, mister.
Yeah, I don't think Secret Squirrel and all the rest of them have
No.
been to this place. Look at that one there. We'll have a look at that later, yeah?
Yeah.
There's so much stuff here. There's so much to see. It's unbelievable, isn't it? Shaking tables, yeah. So these are shaking tables.
Particles of waste rock and sand.
So shaking tables separated the dense, heavy cassiterite and associated materials from the particles of waste rock. Once it has been ground to sand, the combined shaking motion and the flow of the water sort the separating ore or particles. The dense cassiterite and associated materials, or heads, stay at the back of the table and are collected in a compartment shorter trough. Right, Mr. Wait. Right, Mr. Irish Urbexer, get on there. Let's see you have a massage on that machine. Quite hypnotic, that, isn't it? You can see the machines, see the actual engine is shaking it. So this is obviously a demonstration. The water's coming out the pipes there, and it's gently going down and shaking all the minerals apart, isn't it? Amazing. And they've got so many of these tables as well, haven't they?
90.
How many? 19. 90?
Yeah.
We're all obviously not in this room. Oh yeah, there's more and more of these things, isn't there? You can go up here, Neil. Do you know what strikes me? There's so much wood beams here, isn't there? There's so many wood beams, isn't there?
So much wood.
Yeah.
You can imagine
the carpentry that went into making this.
I know. Well, you can imagine if there was a fire here, there's a difficult.
Well, oh yeah. So steps that go up there. So we obviously can't go up there, that's a shame. My God. I think it was worth the money. Yeah. Come with him, mate.
Imagine when it was all in operation.
It would have been terrific noise with all this going. Terrific noise. This is obviously some sort of mixer.
Yeah.
There's a fan belt there, look.
Yeah.
See that? Fan belts.
Those, different.
Hoppers there, look. Right, froth flotation. Flotation is a process of separating minerals by using chemicals to selectively alter the surface of the mineral grains, making them repel water. What are you saying?
Look, this one here as well.
They're all over the place, aren't they? They're everywhere, aren't they? These vibrating tables are everywhere. So it's obviously done on a mass
They look like newer ones.
They do, don't they? Yeah. I was going to say, I'd like to know what those things are over there, look. So we come from up there. The amount of wood though.
I know.
There's wood beams everywhere, isn't there?
Yeah, you're right. The amount of work that went into all of this.
Yeah. Right, let's go. What were you laughing at? There's a big broom down there.
No, but they had a tea and breakfast.
Sounds like a good idea. There's some all those mixers down here, look. Can you see them?
Maybe we're going to get down there.
I'm not sure this bloody thing's picking them up or not. Can you get down there? You can.
You can, yeah.
Yeah,
You need to
alright,
get
we'll
down.
go down and have a look.
Someone's all fatty and
Yeah, that's men for you. That's working class men. Like the backy. More clothes sprawled all over the place. Oh yes, they've got all their fry up there, haven't they? Their tea.
Yeah, well, I suppose
And the old boiler.
that was hot.
Yeah. Don't look very healthy though, does it?
No.
Oh yeah, it's got your cups and saucers there, look. And your shoes. And that's obviously the coastal area, what you can see through the dirty windows. And the roof. Oh yeah. Can you just tell us a bit about the process then of what exactly happens?
Yeah. So, well, basically, you start at the top of the mill. You have rock, which is typically about that size. Now, down to the top, to the ball mill, that rock is simply going to be crushed into the sand.
Uh-huh.
Now, that sand will then go to what are called gravity shaking tables. You just walk through past these shaking tables, lifting the knob on slightly hard, moving like that.
Yeah.
Basically, it's the same idea as gold panning. What you've got to contain that rock is not just tin, but especially it's tin on copper, lead, zinc, bismuth, antimony, arsenic, small silver, a few other things as well. But to cut along the story
Yeah.
I should say, tin is slightly denser, slightly heavier than some of those other metals and minerals. Because it's heavier, it tends to stay towards the back of the table. You have like the ledges of these tables, riffles. You have water coming across the table. It's a bit like a river stream in a way. So the lighter waste stuff will be literally washed across the table.
Wow.
So that's pretty much how you separate the tin from other bits.
Right.
Now that's the final stage of the mill, which is basically just from up there down to
Yeah.
the bottom. It's simply about preparing that black tin for sales to smelters.
Okay. Right.
Now you have up to 9 of these shaking tables, different grade tables, some of them coarser sand, all the way up to ultra-fine sand.
Right.
So it's a process to repeat over at least 4 tables usually.
Uh-huh.
Right.
The tin that stays at the back of the table, what we call the heads. That's not the finished article yet.
Right.
So a mixture of what we call sulfides and oxides. Now, sulfides are the bits you really don't want. That
No.
much contaminating. Best known sulfide is probably arsenic. There's others as well, where tin goes as an oxide.
Yeah.
So basically the heads We then go to flotation cells. There's just a couple up there. You just walk past what we call froth flotation.
Yeah.
These flotation cells, it's a chemical process. You use chemical reagents, something called potassium amyl xanthate and also phenol. You have an impaler inside these flotation cells, and basically things come like that. Now this would actually turn, as it did so, it would actually draw air into these cells. This would actually agitate the xanthate, creating basically a froth.
Right.
What the phenol will do is simply stabilise that froth, drop into a foam. Now, sounds crazy. This is using air bubbles. These air bubbles will stick to the grains of these heads,
Oh, okay.
slightly chemically changing the sulfides. This foam would actually rise to the surface. What will be floated off this foam is the unwanted sulfides. Because the oxides, because they're slightly different chemical nature, they are unaffected by these big xanthates, so they will simply partially dissolve. Cells go to what we call magnetic separators right down at the bottom, which you'll be walking past very shortly.
Yeah.
Extremely powerful magnets, power by electricity.
Oh, wow.
These metal plates, very simple this. Tin is non-magnetic, iron is. So basically, the tin will flow across these plates where the iron oxide be attracted. And that's how you separate the high grade from
Clever
the
stuff, isn't it?
yeah. Tin oxide is about 70% tin content. Iron oxide, it's basically much like that, 22%. It's iron that still has quite a lot of tin in it, basically. It's still worthwhile.
Yeah.
And then that will eventually go off to the smelters.
Yeah.
Now that's a short version.
Yeah. Of course, it probably is more technical, but yeah. Brilliant. Thank you for telling me.
Any particular questions at all? I've just talked generally, basically.
Not at the moment, no. I mean, maybe later on.
You can go into a lot more detail if you want.
I think we get the gist of it. Thank you very much.
Yeah, that's it. So, the actual principles, I mean, actually the natural flow of water passes across rocks and streams to do all this naturally. Although it's using machinery, electricity is much quicker.
Yeah. Definitely more efficient, isn't it?
Yeah.
So all this machinery is doing what you would normally do in the river.
Yeah. And basically that's what they were done centuries ago. They literally just be digging out gravel for some streams, just getting a dish, some water, and some gravel.
Yeah. So it's the same sort of process, but yeah.
Same idea.
Same idea.
Gold planning, washing away the lights and waste bits.
Yeah.
Leaving the heavier.
We've never seen anything like this before. It's amazing. This is absolutely amazing.
Yeah. Well, how big the operation and the different stages.
I never would have thought it would be like this.
I mean, generally on a good day, when the mill was still working up until 1990, you typically be talking about, on a good day, 850 tonnes of rock top of the mill. That rock is going to produce about 7 tonnes of tin. 98% of the rock is going to be waste rock.
You're right.
So mostly what you do in the mill is just get wood.
Yeah, the waste.
It's heavy medium part, which is towards the top. That probably actually removes about a third of the waste. So that's what it goes.
So all this waste, would that be used for anything, or would that be just...
As much as possible, they can try and sell it off the mill process for use in factories. That's mixing, products and things like that. It wasn't very good quality.
No.
You might have get sort of 3,000 tonnes.
Right. No. Yeah, obviously.
But a good week, you're talking 30, 35 tonnes of tin. That's about 1% of the rock. So it's a heck of a lot of waste.
Wow. Yeah.
A lot of the tailings for the mill would have actually gone into the sea, which you wouldn't be allowed to do now. Will that be illegal?
Yeah.
Contaminate the sea.
In those days, it's different, wasn't it?
Now it's all about...
Back in the 1980s, we still doing it that way. As much as possible, it would be sold off.
Yeah.
It was actually generally sold off to a local quarry, and they actually treated it as such. They would then in turn sell to local councils.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Quite a lot of road building going on.
Yeah. Oh yeah, definitely. There's always that sort of thing going on. Okay, brilliant.
All we use basically. As I said, if you've got any particular questions.
Okay. Right, we'll get back to you on that.
Yeah, well, you can pick it in 3 stages. Rock crushed into sand.
Yeah.
And that sand goes onto gravity shaping tables where you use separate most of the other bits.
Although at the very back,
Yeah.
we saw roundy, big round boulders. You know.
Yeah.
Are they the flotation?
Yeah, possibly flotation. Yeah, so it's coming down from heavy medium. Heavy medium was it's a float sink operation. Use something called milled ferrosilicon and magnetite. Now, basically, you have bits of rock. Some are heavier than other bits. The reason for that is bits that are heavier have metals and minerals, where the lighter weight stuff is lighter.
Yeah, obviously. Yeah.
It's basically works on density. The heavier, what we call the sinks, would actually sink to the bottom and then go through one of those round things. They would be effectively graded, and then go onto the correct shaking table, basically. Whereas the lighter waste bits, what we call floats, I mean, because they're lighter, they can't sink through this heavy media, so they actually be floated off at the top.
Right. Okay.
And that would go down to the bottom of the site.
Yeah.
Basically. So that's basically what it's
Yeah.
It's basically grading stuff.
Okay. Brilliant. That's most impressive anyway. Thank you for telling us.
This mill process is the more complex part of the process.
Yeah.
I mean, it can either be very simple or very complex, depending how you want to see it. If you want to get, obviously you're getting slightly more involved in the chemistry side of it here, you get slightly more complex. The underground part, I mean, that's pretty simple. What you're doing is just drilling, blasting, removing rock that contains in the first place. So that's the easy part. The very hard work, mind you.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
Even,
I can appreciate that.
Machinery, it's still very hard work.
Yeah.
But originally they'd be doing all this by hand.
Wow.
You have ladies up on the surface, bashing away rocks with hammers.
Yeah. Wow.
But they'd be
Tough in those days.
To wash away the bits you do.
Yeah.
Simple as that. I mean, it's just the natural flow of water past across the rocks.
Yeah.
Naturally.
Yeah. Okay, thank you very much.
Right,
Okay.
No, arsenic's very dangerous stuff. I mean, it is poison. People say
Yeah, oh,
arsenic-
yes.
Arsenic did have its uses. So a lot of mines are relying on arsenic for some very lean times to keep them going. Really, let's go back to the 19th century.
Well, I mean, during the history, people, kind of, they were kind of top people off with putting arsenic in their tea or.
Yeah, it's obviously dangerous, yeah.
Paints, pesticides, glass making.
Yeah.
Even used cosmetics, I think, at one point. Yeah, wallpapers, of course. So what you're coming up to, there's a calcine just below you there.
Right.
That's the older 19th century way of actually separating the arsenic. Where froth flotation using chemical reagents. So say it's like a foam, basically, froth or foam. Floating off the stuff was so much safer and so much more effective.
Yeah.
But you read about calcine and what they actually do if you like.
Right. Okay, brilliant. Yeah, we're going to have a look.
Thanks again.
Okay, thank you.
You'll probably see me back shortly.
Yeah. Okay, thank you.
Thanks.
Don't worry about the noise. It's not actually anything radioactive. That's just sound recording.
Just giving this sound recording. Okay, brilliant. There's arches over there, look at that.
Yeah.
He was very helpful, wasn't he? There's a walk down there. Yeah, those are things you saw, isn't it? Let's have a look at this. Oh, little wheelbarrows. Look.
Yeah.
Right. Let's keep going. There's just so much. Oh yes. So much here, Neil. Isn't so much here.
I know.
How long have we been here? Over now.
It's almost 20 past 11 now.
Yeah.
So an hour and a half.
I've got 46 minutes left.
40 minutes.
40 minutes left on the card.
40.
Well, 40. We're halfway through the battery. Hang on a minute. Tin Man, oh yeah. Yes, I remember them doing the parade with that. Amazing, isn't it? I presume that's his heart there, look. Just turn the light down there.